one.
Yeah, that's good. What's up, dudes? We are here in Rocky Mountain House at the Table Top Raceway. Super awesome place to ride. And today is going to be all about my top 5 cornering tips for beginners. Tip number 1 is going to be setting up and picking the line early. When you're coming into a corner, if you plan on taking the outside line, don't be sitting on the inside line, right? Like, don't be sitting inside and then all of a sudden you have to make these major changes to go take the outside line. That's going to be bad for 2 reasons. One is that the bike is going to be upset when you hit that corner. So if there's a rut in the corner or something like that, your bike's going to try and sit into it and smash into it, and it's not going to be very smooth. Eventually, when you cut over and shift lines real quick, at some point you're going to have to kind of apex that corner, which again is going to cause you to lose momentum. So pick your line ahead of time. If you're planning on taking the outside line, take the outside line coming into that corner. If you're planning on going inside, most times it's good to stay inside, although I will say that from the odd time to time, you will come across the track to take that inside line because, look, that's just the way that it formed that day. But the main point is you want to look ahead and decide where you're going in that corner. Don't decide at the last minute because you're going to lose all your momentum when you do that. You're going to have to do some kind of weird apex or some kind of thing to get the bike to sit in that rut, and you're going to lose a lot of time. Tip number 2, brake early and flow through. So when you're coming into a corner, you don't want to be doing any of the braking when you actually get into the corner. You want to get all your braking done early, right? And that really feeds off tip number 1 of setting yourself up early. So as you pick your line, you know where you're going, get your braking done. By the time you start to enter that corner, get off those brakes. Don't be on them. Just start to flow through the corner. If you're braking as you're coming into the corner, it's going to upset the bike because when you hit the brakes and you're doing these things, the bike is doing this because of the suspension, right? It's going to make you pop out of the rut. It's going to make you do something funky. Get your braking done early, looking where you want to go before you get it set into that corner. Number 3, body positioning. Now this is a big one. You'll see a lot of guys, they're sitting way too far back on the bike. They have their elbows down, something weird like that, right? So body positioning, you've picked your line, you've got your braking done. Now it's time to get into that corner and get on that bike. So you want to make sure that you have that neutral position on the bike, but also you want to make sure that you're weighting your outside foot peg so that those sidewall knobbies, these guys here, you make sure that those are starting to bite. So weight the outside peg, elbows up, and you're looking where you want to go, right? We know that where we look is where we go. So make sure that you're looking ahead. Not sure if you could hear that, but there's a giant rig that just rolled by with like a backhoe on it or something. Anyway, we'll get back to it. So tip number 3, body positioning, right? Making sure that you're looking ahead, you got your elbows up, you're weighting that outside peg, which leads me to tip number 4, which is going to be that, looking ahead. Don't be looking at your front fender. There's nothing to see there. Don't be looking down, and I know that's a really bad habit that I'm guilty of doing as well, but don't be looking down at your front fender. Make sure that you're looking where you want to go. So that's going to be the exit of the corner, right? Especially important if you get into ruts. If you're constantly looking down at your fender when you get into a rut, trust me, you are going to be all over the place in that rut. Look where you want to go. The bike will just track through it. Tip number 5 when it comes to cornering is the exit of the corner. So we picked our line, we've done our braking, we've got our body positioning right, we're looking where we want to go. Number 5 now is going to be the exit of that corner. So what does that entail? That means rolling on smoothly on the gas as you exit that corner. You don't want to just be starting to hammer it and all these things. If you've done the corner properly, if you've set up right, you've got your braking done early, you can exit by flowing through the corner. Now the whole point of that is that you're going to maintain your momentum while you're going through the corner. That's the whole point of this. It makes you faster, makes you smoother. And the best way to do that is by exiting as smoothly as you're going to enter that corner. So make sure that you roll on the power smoothly and gracefully exit that corner. That's it. That's my top 5 cornering tips for beginners. Let's review real quick. So number 1, you're going to want to pick your line, right? Number 2, get your braking done early. Number 3, make sure your body positioning is proper. Number 4, you're going to want to look where you want to go. And finally, number 5 is going to be exiting that corner smoothly. And that's it. Cornering's that easy. If you like this video, like, comment, and smash that subscribe button for me. If you like any other how-to videos, please go check them out on our YouTube channel. If there's anything else that you would like to see, hit me up, send me a comment, or DM me on Instagram at Fit4Moto. We'd happily put out some more how-to videos for you. And until we see you guys next time, ride safe and have some fun.